As a response to Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer and gameplay footage, a petition was launched to cancel the game in June 2024. This soon picked up traction and has nearly reached 100,000 signatures at the time of writing, just over a month later. The petition mentions the depiction of Yasuke as an African samurai and states that Japanese samurai were a higher class of warrior class, noting that the first European to receive the title of samurai, William Adams, served Tokugawa Ieyasu as a 250 koku hatamoto, and accused Ubisoft of misunderstanding the nature and role of samurai and not having done thorough research. This was later brought before Japanese government ministries by a member of the House of Councillors, Satoshi Hamada. Hamada took to X after concerns were brought to him about the game's portrayal of the country and its people. In these posts, he specifically noted the concerns surrounding the potential cultural appropriation and cultural invasion in Yasuke's portrayal, and highlighted several distortions of Japanese history, such as the use of Chinese architecture and text instead of Japanese, something he suggested may have been the result of AI usage, or the depiction of a low-ranking retainer sitting at the same level as a prominent daimyo like Oda Nobunaga. While Hamada suggested that Ubisoft created inaccurate representations of Japanese culture, a report from Sankei states that the Japanese Foreign Ministry responded to Hamada, saying that it simply wasn't their concern. The Education Ministry also responded by saying that a game shouldn't violate public order and morals, but that careful handling is required if there are suspicions of content that might. On July 23, 2024, Ubisoft issued a statement in response to this controversy, stating that the company deeply respects the care Japan has for its rich heritage and acknowledges that some elements in the game's promotional materials have caused concern within the Japanese community, before iterating that the studio's intention has been to tell a compelling historical fiction rather than factual representations of history throughout the Assassin's Creed series. It also pointed out that all footage shown so far is still in development, and that it will keep evolving until launch based on the constructive criticism the studio has received. In response to the accusations surrounding a lack of research, the studio stated that it has extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform any of the creative choices seen in the game. It also went on to address that while Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft acknowledges that this is a matter of debate and discussion due to the real-life figure's unique and mysterious life, and this has been woven into the game's narrative accordingly. Yasuke's role as a potential samurai has been the topic of discussion for many historians over the years, especially in the wake of other media such as Netflix's Yasuke anime. Outside of his time with Oda Nobunaga, very little is known about Yasuke, from the time and place of his birth to what he did after Nobunaga's death. Nobunaga was an influential figure in Japanese history and is regarded as one of the three great unifiers of Japan, along with his retainers, Toyotomi Hideyoshi and Tokugawa Ieyasu. Yasuke arrived on the shores of Japan in 1579, along with the Italian Jesuit Alessandro Valignano, and in 1581, he met and impressed Nobunaga. Nobunaga was reportedly fascinated by foreign culture and often liaised with travelers who could teach him more about their homelands. Art historians have theorized that Nobunaga is one of the onlookers, and if so, it's possible that Yasuke was the wrestler in question, and that this display of strength may have been what impressed Nobunaga and led to him being recruited by the powerful warlord. There has been some debate surrounding the role Yasuke played for Nobunaga. Still, in a post on X, Japanese historian Yu Hirayama says that Yasuke was a samurai because the historical documents state that Nobunaga gave him a stipend, a house, and a sword. While being given a stipend and serving Nobunaga apparently closely fulfills the important requirements of a contract between master and servant, carrying a sword would suggest that Yasuke didn't fulfill the role of a servant, as they historically weren't allowed to carry weapons. Therefore, Yasuke was most likely a warrior of some kind. It's yet to be seen how Japanese audiences will respond to the finished product once there's been more of a chance to explore the open-world depiction of feudal Japan and see how Ubisoft depicts Yasuke's story and other major figures from this period. For now, despite the controversies, Ubisoft's statement has confirmed Assassin's Creed Shadows is still due to launch on November 15th, with those who pre-order the Gold or Ultimate editions of the game, or those who are subscribed to Ubisoft Plus getting the game 3 days early.